Full Spec Ops Monkey here, and this is a Monkey Minute for March 24th, 2021. Now, each week I pour through hundreds of articles that are biblical in nature to bring you just a few data points with the intent to show each of you that we are further along in prophecy than many realize. This week, we kick things off in Australia, where the worst floods since 1971 have hit parts of New South Wales. About 18,000 homes have been evacuated after torrential rains hit New South Wales, causing severe flooding in many parts of this state this past weekend. More severe weather is forecasted this week. And in Peru, persistent heavy rains trigger flooding and landslides affecting more than 3,000 homes in northern Peru, where over 6.2 inches of rain have fallen in the last 24 hours in the capital of Alta Amazonas province in the Laredo region, which is more than half the city's March average rainfall of 10.1 inches. All right, now let's take a quick look at the world as it relates to deaths. I want you to notice there, in the first 3 months of this year, the world has managed to abort almost 10 million babies. Let that sink in. We are on course, folks, to murder almost 40 million unborn babies in this world this year. That is simply unacceptable. Simply amazing. In Texas, we had a massive dust storm kicked up by several storms blanketing the skies over West Texas on Monday afternoon, leading to extremely low visibility. The thick dust turned the day into dark as an orange hue engulfed parts of the southern plains, blocking sunlight all the way into the late afternoon. Okay, so over the past several weeks, we've been watching Iceland, where record earthquakes have been taking place. And well, as you guys have probably seen, the latest, the volcano has finally erupted. And so now they're reporting that there are just astronomically high levels of volcanic gas being measured close to the eruption site. So we'll continue to keep our eye on that one, but that's not good. Meanwhile, strong explosions at the Pacaya volcano are producing thick ash columns in Guatemala. Ashfall was reported in the local villages, the airport, and capital city. And over in China, Christian persecution continues as they arrest at least 10 Christians in a raid of a private Bible study in the southwestern city of Guiyang. And over in Japan, we had a 7.2 earthquake on the 20th, sparking a tsunami alert by local officials. Waves to up to 1 meter hit land 20 minutes after the earthquake. However, no extensive damage was reported. Also in Japan, and completely unrelated, a massive fish die-off occurred with tens of thousands of fish washing up on its shores. The cause of death is still unknown. Now over to Israel, where in a recent press conference with his Russian counterpart, Israeli Foreign Minister Ashkenazi made a statement that Israel will never forget Russia's role in fighting the Nazis, as he stressed the importance of maintaining stability in the region and called for tightening cooperation between the two countries. Now remember, folks, Russia in recent years agreed to an alliance with Turkey and Iran and has since been highly involved in movements within Syria. That alliance was actually prophesied by Ezekiel some 500 years before Jesus arrived on the scene. Now, during a visit to Beersheba on Tuesday, as Israel's fourth round of elections are underway, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu could be seen being escorted out of a restaurant in haste. The evacuation took place after a rocket was fired from Hamas, the Iranian-backed terror proxy that resides in Gaza, into Israel. Now, according to the IDF, the rocket, which was not coincidentally fired while the PM was in the area, landed in an open space. But also from the Prime Minister, just ahead of Israel's fourth round of elections next week, he also announced on Tuesday that 4 more peace agreements are on the way between Israel and other countries in the region. This follows on the heels of 4 others that have normalized their ties with the Jewish state in recent months, all brought together by the Trump administration. And last up, the small southeastern European country of Kosovo has officially opened its embassy in Israel's capital city of Jerusalem on Sunday. The agreement to do so came last year when several countries agreed to normalize their diplomatic ties with the Jewish state. Also, all put together by the Trump administration. Okay, friends, that's the Monkey Minute for this week. Now, if you aren't saved and you'd like a seat at the table, remember, salvation is as easy as ABC. A, admit that you're a sinner because we have all fallen short of the glory of God. B, believe that Jesus Christ died for those sins and know that there is nothing you can do that can't be forgiven. And C, call upon his name, confess those sins, and ask him into your heart. Now, if you've already been saved and you aren't walking the walk, then it's time to step it up, my friend. The world needs us now more than ever. That's it. May God bless you with his grace and mercy. Monkey out.